So I'm Teresa Anaya. I work for Blockchain Intelligence Group, and my role is Director of Financial Institution Strategy. But because we're a startup, I do a lot of different things for the small company, and it's a very exciting space for us to be in. I'm very happy to take on those roles when needed. Yeah, so Blockchain Intelligence Group provides tracking, tracing, and monitoring of cryptocurrency transactions. The founders of our company were not pleased with the fact that Bitcoin had attained such a bad reputation. They really wanted cryptocurrency and the blockchain space to be adopted broadly and thought that there might be an opportunity for tools like ours. They set out to create the software that we offer today that helps law enforcement be able to track and trace the illicit activity associated with it. But we've actually also found that cryptocurrency exchanges can use our tools to meet their regulatory compliance requirements as it relates to terrorist financing, anti-money laundering, and fraud controls. Actually, in the cryptocurrency space and the blockchain space, because cryptocurrency is instantly global, we really haven't had to adopt our software for it. It's actually been a very easy play, especially in the Asia markets, because that's where it was first adopted. And we've had a lot of traction out of Japan and worked in Japan for the last several years. Japan was really early to the market in their regulation, and so there was quicker adoption there. And then Asia has continued to bring on, especially here in Hong Kong. We're very excited to be here at Fintech. So we've actually had traction here in Hong Kong. Last year we were here for a visit, and we met with a lot of the regulatory agencies in Hong Kong, including the Securities and Futures Commission, the Anti-Corruption Commission, and importantly, Hong Kong Police. After meeting with Hong Kong Police, we were then asked to help them work on the very first criminal Bitcoin case by Hong Kong Police. It was a theft of over 1,000 Bitcoins, which is the equivalent of $6 million at the time. So Hong Kong Police, they are very good in crypto and doing investigations in the cryptocurrency space, but they thought they might be able to use our expertise to do a blind investigation. So they gave us the information they had, and then we worked the investigation aside from them and their help, so that they could compare whether what they were doing was good or not. And they, again, are very good at what they do. We did provide that report, and I'm not sure of the outcome yet. I don't know if the case has been adjudicated or if they pled guilty. I hope to find out here on our visit when we get to meet with Hong Kong Police. So for the space that we're in, what we're seeing is a huge interest in the securities space. So institutional investors are looking to come into cryptocurrency and being able to provide trading for that. Custody providers are stepping into this space, and we just actually met with one of the larger insurance providers. So insurance companies are going to want to start providing insurance, especially when the institutional investors come in. So we're going to be working very aggressively to make sure that we build in the functionality for that particular industry. And also what we're seeing is an increase in the last 6 months meeting with different regulators. So I was just in Toronto last week. We were invited to sit on the working group to help them build out the policy for IROC. IROC is the self-regulatory organization for the securities industry in Canada. And they wanted the expertise to be in the room, and we were a part of that group that was invited to sit on that. We've also worked with a lot of the other regulators around the world, including FINMA in Switzerland, and we keep getting called in to provide some additional insight into it, because most of the regulators just don't really know what Bitcoin is or cryptocurrency. They're getting there. There's been a big advance in the last couple of years, but there's still a large part of the population that doesn't know. As a result of that, and finding that when we travel around the world, the audiences that we speak to are very hungry for knowledge, we've created an 8-hour, 5-module cryptocurrency investigation training program, and we offer a certification in that. And that's mainly for law enforcement officers who may be on the beat, they're doing a drug bust, there may be cryptocurrency evidence in front of them and they don't know it. So we wanted to provide them that training course so that they would be able to identify it and know what to do with it afterwards. But we also realized that that same training course could apply to cryptocurrency exchange and compliance professionals at cryptocurrency exchanges. They didn't know what they were looking at and what would they do with it. So that course is available for them as well.